Alright, before the video starts, I want to give two quick disclaimers. Number one is that, yeah, these are leaks. Yeah. I mean, I know I probably put some of them in the thumbnail because I want clicks, let's be honest. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't have put all of them in the thumbnail, so if you don't want to see these, obviously click off. But B, another disclaimer. These leaks seem a little sketch to me. I'll say that. They seem a wee bit suspicious. Now, two points of proof for these to be real is that apparently some legitimate, credible haunters have backed this up. I think one of which being Spooky Guy 444, if I'm correct. At least that's what DeRealist2323 said. So if he's wrong, go razz them, not me. Razz me. I'll probably take down this video. These are fake anyways. And B, even though the diagrams don't look like what Spirit traditionally does for their theme diagrams, they do have a different theme designer now. That isn't Mike Kroll, the original. So, yeah. Those are the two little things I'll say. So, I guess with those out of the way, enjoy the video. Hey, this is End of the Road Haunts, and disclaimers out of the way. Today we're talking about possible, Spirit Halloween 2024 leaks. For the themes this time. And we only have one in-store image. Actually, okay, we have a few different ones. But, we also have, some theme diagrams, so that's kind of neat. We'll take a look at those. Obviously, these images aren't mine. They're never mine, so please do not credit me. But yeah, you've seen the disclaimers. Let's just get into this with number one, which is the Archway, definitely. And in this, we can only see Ghostface, but in another image, we kind of see a little more of the Archway in one of the diagrams. But from the looks of things and the diagrams we've seen, the theme is going to either be really cool or not very good. I don't think there will be any in between. Obviously, the diagrams are very rudimentary, but, there will be a lot more detail in the themes themselves, I hope. But I don't know. That's what this one looks like. Or yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, we're gonna see more of the themes in the future, but the Archway looks a little simplistic for me. I don't know. We've definitely seen a lot cooler ones in the past. Like, even though people diss it as a year, 2022 had a really awesome Archway. 2023 was pretty good. This one seems a little weak, just saying. But obviously, this is a very blurry photo. We don't know. But yeah, let's get into the next one. The next one here is a larger picture of a bunch of the ISE pieces. I won't go through them individually. You can look at them, make of them what you will. This is fairly convincing, I'll say that. Like you can see like the Henry Hustle poster near the side. And you can see a few other things, but that's a little interesting. We'll have to see. All right, now getting into the theme diagrams, and this is where the leaks get sketched. So bear with me here. But I've given you my my disclaimers, so screw it. These are apparently from a guy named Zero. Who he is, I don't know. Probably a burner account. Let's be real, or not. I don't know, but. Yeah, number one on the list is the Archway, the CARNEVIL Archway. And, yeah, so we saw the half with Ghostface, and they do add up, at least. So that's one good thing I'll say. And the Ringmaster's in the other one, which I'm not surprised by one bit, because, the Ringmaster was guaranteed to be an Archway prop for me. But this, yeah, as I said, this could turn out to be really cool, but so far it's not looking the best. But as I've said too, these are very rudimentary diagrams, so whatever. But yeah, I was kind of hoping Giant Deathray would be an Archway prop, but I don't. It doesn't appear he'll be, but he will be in another cool spot, I think? Question mark. But yeah, let's go on. Next, we have these ticket booths. Where they'll be, I'm thinking if you refer back to the original image, these are going to be behind the archway, like right next to each other, kind of. And so the one on the left it's like a riser and a booth. The riser, there's Towering Tallulah and Dark Princess, that one says. So those two will be there. And then that is a photo op booth, which we might have a picture of, so I'll be sure to show you that. But yeah, kind of interesting. The other one is Giant Deathray and Max Straw. Definitely weird placement for Max Straw. I feel like he'd be a little better in a more open area, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. But it appears to have the wheel, too, that we saw in the teaser, which, again, I'll get to. So it's kind of cool. I don't know. As I'm saying, we're gonna have to see how the themes turn out. So, there's that. But yeah, kind of interesting. Next is the Down the Duck stand, and we only have one picture of this. This could be like a third theme, but what I think it's gonna be is... You know what? I'm gonna draw what I believe the diagram of the entire front theme will look like, and I'll post that. And I could be incorrect. I don't know. It's probably on the screen right now. I could be incorrect. Please keep that in your mind. But yeah, this I believe is going to be like kind of behind the archway through the two risers, if you know what I mean. And so yeah, that's kind of cool. It looks very weird in this diagram though, with like Cremator and Art looming over the duck shooting thing. It looks weird, and Sitting Scarecrow is just thrown off to the side. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll have to see how the theme turns out. We'll have to see if this is real, but I've given my disclaimers. This, I don't know what this will be, if it's the back theme, or the front theme, or part of the back theme, or shit, a third theme, I don't know. Maybe it's the front. I have no clue. I don't. But yeah, this is a look at the Funhouse, I believe it's called. And so on the left, we have Nibbles the Clown. Good positioning, honestly. Him being in a corner, so the eye tracking feature would work. And then in the middle, we have Wanda Webworth. I don't know if she's in the ticket booth or just standing outside of it, but okay, cool. And then Cotton Candy Dan to the right. Also pretty good placement, but yeah. Looks like there might be a walkthrough to the middle, but I'm not sure how that's going to look, so... yeah. And then this is the world-famous Sideshow, where with Bobby Strings on the left. Okay positionment. Then Victor and Emily. Cool to have them side by side. Kind of thought they'd have their own side theme, though. And then Barnaby the Bear, which is... Sure, okay. But I was right, and I never stated this publicly, but I did think that Bobby Strings and Barnaby the Bear would be in the same place in terms of animatronic placement, so I was kind of correct. Those are all of the diagrams, and of course, I'm a little suspicious, but, hey, I'm going to post this and take it down if it's not real. But yeah, kind of interesting. I do think... I'm happy with where I think the theme layout is going, because it looks to be very like, usually in 2022 and 2023, it was like a circular object with like props inside. Well, that would have worked for like a circus tent. I do like how they're kind of spacing things out in the carnival to look like an actual carnival, so that'll be interesting to see. We'll see though. And next up, we have pictures of things that I think will genuinely be in the ISE. So essentially, this comes from, I believe, a manager meeting, these pictures. And last time manager meeting pictures did get leaked like this, and they did show what weren't exact parts of the themes, but really close versions of them, if you know what I mean. Like, very, very similar to what we actually saw in stores. So I'll still be sharing these because these are definitely legit. But yeah, number one is the fortune booth, which going back in diagrams, you can see where this is. So yeah, and this is a photo opportunity, by the way. So you go in and you take a little photo of you being like, I'm a fortune teller. Which honestly might be one of the funnest photo opportunities they've done yet. That's pretty sick. I'm blacking out the face of the guy in it, though, obviously. We can also see the backdrop in the back, but I won't really be focusing on that. Then we have a close-up of the wheel, which we saw in the CARNEVIL teaser. And as you can see in the diagrams, that's going to be in the theme, so that's cool. Hopefully it actually spins, because that would actually be really cool. But yeah, that's neat. You know, interested to see where this will go. Then finally here we have a big picture of the two together with the backdrop. Again, I won't really go into the backdrop, but that gives you a good idea of how the theme's gonna look. So, okay, I hope that they have like hanging flags and stuff and lights. I made a community post about the lights a little while back. But yeah, those are the images we have. Of course, I know I may not sound very excited in this video, but that's because I am questioning their legitimacy. Of course, maybe they're real and I'm looking like a fool, or maybe they're fake and I'm looking also like a fool. So, kind of a lose-lose situation for me. But I'm a little mixed on the theme so far. From the looks we've seen, they look very basic and bland. But of course, the diagrams are like super early stages, so I wouldn't, I wouldn't be like, counting on them sucking. And I don't know, by the looks of how like the fortune booth and stuff looked, that's pretty well detailed. So we're gonna have to see. But yeah, that's what we got. Like and subscribe if you're new, or don't, because this was a pretty bad video. And I wouldn't blame you if you thought that too. But I'll see you in the next one then, I guess. Farewell.